Oh, who's that handsome person I can see in my screen? Is it you, subscriber? I think it might be. Oh, wait, no, it's actually me. I haven't turned on my monitor. So, I was standing at the ATM the other day, and the guy at it kept glancing back at me as if I was trying to peek on his balance. Not unusual, though it is a bit annoying, behaving like everyone around you is just waiting to pounce and steal the last 20 quid you just took out. But this guy kept glancing at me, like every 10 seconds, which was getting me pretty annoyed to the point where it was starting to show on my face when I was glaring back at him. It wasn't the constant stares, though. It was that he was taking ages. How do people spend so much time at an ATM? I swear there's a hidden hole at waist level that no one's told me about. Although saying that, if there was, it'd probably speed up my transactions. I mean, slow them down. No, I don't. Eventually he leaves right after he gets his money shot into his hand. Not surprising. Spend that much time in an ATM and you're going to be good at the withdrawal method. Boom! You didn't account on me depositing a few innuendo ATM jokes and following it up with 2 ATM buns in that sentence, did you? Ha! Starting 2022 with a bang. You can always count on me for that kind of humour, people, because like an ATM, I don't change. Give change. Have change. Oh, God damn it, I flew too close to the sun. Anyway, I get to use it, but on my way out of the shop, I get another weird look from a staff member. Not as suspicious though, because I only went in to use the ATM and I didn't buy it, and so she probably thinks I'm thieving. But that wasn't the case, as I found out when I got back to the car. I know I'm an absolute riot of a man, but people need to learn it's rude to stare.
You forgot your mask.
Ah, shit. First time doing that since this whole thing kicked off, so it isn't a bad record, all things considered. I'm also due my booster vaccine too, which is a bit bleh. I'm not against them, don't worry. I stupidly believe what thousands of career scientists and medical professions say, even though it flies in the face of what reputable sources such as Foamy the Town Junkie and bored day-drinking mothers of Facebook have to say.
My body, my choice.
Aw, honey, you think you can heal cancer with aloe vera and fanny candles? Now go play with your shiny healing rocks while the adults are talking.
Meh.
Oh yeah, I'm sure your farm is very big. No, what it is I don't like being jabbed with needles. I never really did, but it was cemented when I had a bad experience once when my doctor went to take blood from me and missed my vein 5 times. It was like somebody had tasked Ray Charles with finding the G-spot. It was ridiculous. And I bruised like Rihanna, so for the following week, I looked like I took like 500 heroines, or whatever a crazy number of them is. I'm a life completionist, not a life speedrunner. I don't really know the strats. Now I have a theory, and that theory is whoever gives you the injection has complete control over how painful it's gonna be. Hear me out. My first jab went well, after I got in there, because the entrance to the vaccination centre was like a US border crossing. There was about 5 stops between the entrance and actually getting it. And every one of them, they wanted appointment details and ID. I felt like I was trying to get into a nightclub after a fresh shave. I think it's a little bit overkill. It's not like we're giving away golden tickets here, lads. Come on. You're only trying to vaccinate every single person on the entire planet here. We wouldn't want to be giving them away to just anybody, would we? But after making it past airport security, it was smooth sailing, as the nurse was rather pretty. So I instinctively turned on my charm, cracked a few jokes, and got a smile and a cheeky look. So your boy still got it. You ladies are lucky I'm not an extrovert. Out there, walking past you in the street, teasing you all like a big hunk of man meat and a closed butcher. I stay indoors for your benefit. So with a bit of charm and some cheeky bants with the lovely nurse, once I got it, I can say that it was one of the most painless injections I've ever gotten in my entire life. Like I knew it went in, but I barely felt a thing. It just felt like a small prick. I feel like somebody said that to me before. Anyway, as soon as I got it, I was like, she must be actively trying to make this painless. There's no way it's normally that painless. So after that, I bid the lovely nurse farewell, and of course, because I'm so original, I jokingly asked her how long after the jab would I be able to get 5G on my phone, to which she told me you only get that after the second jab. But after the first jab, you can double tap your arm to call Bill Gates, which was an unexpected yet hilarious reply. The second jab cemented my theory. I was on the back foot from the start because I didn't find this nurse nearly as hot, probably because he had a bulge, which isn't my usual breakfast treat of a Thursday. Nonetheless, I'm a sucker for bants, so I crack my usual jokes where I can. But this can occasionally be a problem in my life, as I tend to often forget that not everybody's humour is as dark as mine. Unfortunately, this happened with this chap when he was asking me about my first jab. He asked me if I was feeling any pain after it, and I replied with, nah, just the usual dull hum of pain from existence. But he didn't laugh. He didn't even smirk. He looked at me with eyes of concern. He took it seriously. And I don't know if you've ever had to awkwardly explain to someone to clear up a joke, but it is way harder to do that with any casual tact or decorum when it's a dark joke. Because they don't think you're a bad comic. They think you're suicidal. So with my joke about mental suffering weirdly not landing with this medical professional, the conversation turned cold and uncomfortable up until the point he jabbed me. And when he did, I felt that. It was as painful as my joke was to him. But he didn't just pump and dump. No, he was looking for something long term. It felt to me like he had moved the needle around while it was in there, like he had to give the vaccine a little subsurface stir to activate it. Which if you're not great with needles like me, it makes you feel a little bit, ugh, you know? Now, I'm sure there's medical professionals in the comments who can confirm this for me, but I can confidently say, after conducting my extremely rigorous study of 2 isolated events, I will conclude that yes, a nurse can choose how painful the injection can feel. Be nice, keep it light, and you'll walk out of there having barely felt a thing. Be rude, crack a dark joke, ask him if a male nurse is just a gay doctor, and you'll be dragging yourself out of there with more painful shots in you than an American jogger with too much melanin.